Hey, what's up, AfterBuzzers? It's election day here on Superstore, the after show for Superstore. It went down as usual for election day, so check it out right after this.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Yes.
We awkwardly paused and then we're like, no, let's keep going.
It's happening. It is happening, people. It is happening. We are almost there. We're almost to election day. On Superstore, they work tonight. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm your host, Alina Vission. You can follow me on all social media at Alina Vission, and that's Vision with 2 S's. Joined by my lovely co-host, per usual. Go ahead and introduce yourselves, ladies.
Hi guys, I'm Kelsey Hightower, and you can follow me on all social media, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at Kelsey Hightower.
Nice. Hi, guys. I'm Tara Erickson. You can follow me on Twitter at the Tara Erickson.
Yay!
Hey.
And oh my goodness, election day. I'm so jealous of Superstore because they're already there. We're,
Right.
what,
Yeah.
5 days
Still-
away?
yes.
Oh my goodness, could it
Crawling.
please come quickly.
Waiting for it to be done.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's kind of painful.
It is, at
Every
this point.
election period, I feel like, is very painful.
It is.
The world's always about to end.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It so is.
Except this one is just like so
Yeah.
extreme, right?
Yeah, just
Very extreme. But I love how the show actually tackled some of the issues. We had a lot of stuff going on today, so we're going to hop right into it. We didn't have a morning meeting like we normally do.
Right.
No.
Because there is voting going on at Cloud 9,
Yep.
which I don't know. I've never seen any voting booths at a store.
Me neither.
Okay.
I'm like,
either.
can I vote at Target? Because that would be really convenient.
It would be.
I would get a lot done that day.
Right. No, I've never seen it before either. I'm
Okay.
like, no, you got to go to like, what? Where is it?
school?
Post office? I do it by mail.
I
Oh,
do
it's
too.
school. Yeah, it's by
I
your
go
school.
to school.
School.
Actually, well, except for this year because they changed my voting place, but I vote in like this house that's like a couple blocks down in their garage. It's so random.
Yes, I hear that they
my
do
God,
that.
yeah.
My dogs, and we go and we vote.
Nice. Look at you, girl.
Chaotic. Yes.
I'm mailing it in.
You're the
I've already
smart one.
voted.
Yeah, good for you.
Me too.
Done.
Good for you. See, I like the day of. I'm like the people that are going into Superstore and somehow are going to vote there.
Yeah.
That's interesting. And you know, it was funny because we found that by having the voting in the store, there was a lot of election malpractice, which we will get into for sure.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot that went on. But let's talk about Amy and Jonah.
Yeah.
This was your episode.
Oh my God.
You said it was probably going to happen.
said,
7 or
oh my
8.
God, and it's
And-
happening.
Yeah.
They're like falling in love though. It's like a thing. Like I feel like they're falling for you because like, yeah, it's a thing. It's happening. I'm like, yep, the move was made 7 or 8 and now it's totally locked in. Like what? Everybody knows. It's so obvious.
And then now, when you can't have something, you just want it more. And I think that's when the feelings, everyone's noticing, you know, it's coming to surface, you know,
Right.
how you feel about the
Yeah,
other person.
I mean, we saw them from the get-go working together
Yes.
today, and
The
they
best team.
Right, the best team. They're still kind of flirty,
Yeah.
and Jonah's like, you know, you're a lot more fun than you were at first. I think she's definitely let down her guard,
Right.
and he's seeing that. But then the bombshell drops.
Yep.
And
Girlfriend.
I did not see that
Right?
coming
I
at
didn't
all.
either. So what did you think, like, when you first saw, like, Naomi come in?
It like a bomb dropped. I was just
Right.
like, what? This isn't happening. No.
Yeah.
Did not predict that at all. So I couldn't believe that he had a girlfriend and it never came up in conversation. So
I
it's a
know.
very recent thing, I would think, you know, like.
Because she didn't even want to label it. She's like, oh, let's not put labels on ourselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, you know, Amy's married and he's
Yeah.
like, people are giving him a hard time. Like, you got a crush on her. And he's like, no, I don't. And then he's probably like, I should date people, right? Because
Yeah.
she's married. But I'm just like, dude, it's just a Band-Aid because your love is with Amy.
Yeah. Well, and even I felt like he was awkward when he was introducing her.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, Amy is my boss. and okay, I guess
Yeah.
we'll go do stuff. I don't know. You know, like I felt like he was awkward about it, and he didn't really. He forgot that she was coming or something to do the apartment, help look for the apartment stuff, and it like slipped his mind because he got wrapped up in doing this project with Amy. So
And there was a whole montage, like, totally dedicated to Amy and Jonah in the very early of the part of the episode. It was like a full 20 seconds of just them, like, teaming it out as a duo. And then, bam, he's got a girl.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm with you guys. I did not see that one coming whatsoever.
Me neither.
big twist.
A huge twist, because I knew that they would throw some sort of wrench into it because it was kind of moving, I thought, a little bit too fast.
That was just out of left field, though.
It was. I
Because
wasn't
I'm like,
expecting
Jonah
that.
doesn't date, right? Like, that's, I'm like, he goes to the movies, like, alone with, like, Garrett or by himself.
Right.
Like, he doesn't know.
Or he's like at home cooking. you know?
Yeah, right? It's so weird how it didn't, like, compute to us.
Well, I think it doesn't compute because we never really see them outside of the store. So we don't know what their lives are like at home or anything else other than what they kind of inject or say within the conversation. So it was quite interesting to see Naomi, and she's cute.
She is.
Amy was like sizing her up.
Oh, man, she's so jelly.
Oh, that look at the end when they were walking away, and and everybody could tell. Mateo was like, "You're very stressed right now." It's like, another girl is with Jonah.
Exactly.
That's her work husband, dude.
Yeah.
Jonah, man, and now he's got another wife. It's so sad.
But do you think it'll make her want him even more?
I agree.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a whole thing. Like, I think her and I talked about it last week. Was that office romance, where it reminds us a lot. I think we've all discussed it before. Like, they're totally gonna milk Jonah and Amy's relationship to make it, I think, a good one, to where, like, maybe he dates somebody else, she's still married, but then they both maybe come to the conclusion that they should be together at some point.
Right.
But I feel like the Superstore would be smart if they milked it for longer.
A
while.
Yeah.
You know?
Because I think with Jim and Pam, it was a few seasons.
It was. Yeah.
It was a
And
while.
that was the best.
It was just so good when it finally
Oh my God, right?
Yeah.
Well, and like a lot of people have been commenting, you know, they are, or Amy is married, and that's the big issue.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's tough. It's real tough, guys.
It's real tough.
It's real life.
It is.
So yeah, they, you know, I actually liked, so here's one thing that I was talking about, how they were doing all these kind of fraudulent things dealing with the election at Superstore.
Right.
Amy and Jonah, we talked about the pamphlets kind of. So they go into their locker room-ish, I guess, and they see pamphlets that Superstore has actually, you know, put into their lockers, telling them kind of who they should vote for. And you're not supposed to do that at an election place.
Right.
But they decide to come up with their own pamphlets. And it was cool to see them work together, but it was also cool to see that who they wanted to win actually won. Now, within that, we'll move on to Glenn and Dina.
Oh, yeah.
Those two characters working together. First off, at the beginning of the show, you know, the whole let the democratic process begin, and
I think
hilarious.
that's about to boil up and just explode, the whole Dina Glenn thing, because Glenn is still trying to take back his power and be like, I am the manager, you know, you are under me, and Dina is like, you're weak, I am strong, you know, I will succeed. So I feel like that's going to explode. And we can see their heads butting a lot this episode. So I think it's just, you know, up to the tipping point.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Yeah. I feel like when their heads butt, though, it leads to mostly, like, comedy, because he's like, no, you pushed it over with your tushy. And you're like, who says tushy? Glenn? I love it. Like, I learn all my new words from Glenn weekly.
The Glenn vocab.
Yeah, totally.
We should start keeping track of that.
Yeah.
New vocab words for the week.
God, I got to write it down.
Tushy.
Yeah.
Tushy. Yeah.
No, but I loved it. I think that, I think that last episode, I think Glenn stood up to her a little bit more with Dina, but I feel like, man, that struggle is just going to continue unless Dina becomes a totally different person, or
that's not
and
gonna
it's just
happen,
like
no.
it's just going to be this like weird continuous struggle until someone acquiesces because like Dina gets a husband or something, or you know what I mean? Like where
after
she's
the
like,
Halloween episode,
Hey, who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, but they end up spilling coffee all over the ballots. Oh my gosh. And they take them to the back.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We gotta dry them off.
Yeah. And so they see who, other people have voted for.
Yeah.
They're tampering with the ballots.
Yeah.
It's just, election fraud.
Totally.
And then the ballots
Poor
go
Glenn.
flying out the window.
Which is the dumbest thing, 'cause they were already dry. They're on the drying
Exactly.
things. Like, oh, let's get this quick. And the big fan, and you're like, they're dry. It's just
Right.
they're stained, Glenn. God. Yeah, rough.
I know.
Glenn.
Who would have thought? But then it leads us on this whole chase of like, well, what happens? What happens if what are we gonna do? Like, they're gone.
Right.
Out the window.
Yeah.
Idiots.
They're gone
Yeah.
out the window. So they're asking people. They asked the election worker, like, what happens if they're caught doing this? And they ask Marcus.
Who's been to
Who's
prison?
been to prison? Apparently, we
As we
learned
found
something
out.
new
Yes,
today.
we learned
Marcus
that.
has been to prison. Hey. Okay. I think he's totally cute. Like, and even though he doesn't have a finger, I still think he's cute.
He's got that bad boy present.
And he's an
too.
idiot
Exactly.
now. I'm like, oh, but you also went to prison. Okay, hey.
Hey.
Hey, you.
Yeah, man. Oh, so they lose all. It goes out the window, and then I'm like, yeah, just either go get them, or like they're arguing about how to not, I guess, basically tell people that they lost them. I'm like, then
Right.
you just don't tell people.
Tell people.
Yeah.
I guess it's like
Exactly.
that. I'm like, why are they even? But it leads to, I get it. They have to make an episode. They got to do some writing. There's writers involved.
Right.
But I'm like, yeah, okay. So you lost 50 ballots. Who cares?
Yeah.
They're not gonna know.
Right. Well, and we find that out at the end. But
right.
when they're, Glenn, is like very rule based. So I'm sure
Yeah.
he's
Of
like,
course.
well, this is fraud. What happens? I don't know. And then if they go to prison, that's gonna be bad for Glenn. He's got that soft tummy
He's so
and,
soft,
and
nice
the
skin.
baby face. He'll be very popular, so
Yeah.
that could be bad for
Gonna be
Glenn.
bad for Glenn.
Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dina could handle it.
Oh, yeah. I think
Yes,
Dina
for
can handle.
sure.
Yeah.
That's why he's
No
trying to
problem.
get her on tape.
Oh my gosh, yes. And then they're trying to catch each other because they got the same information
Yeah.
Right.
from Marcus. And so so she brings this person and he has the recorder in his pocket and they're saying the same exact thing and they don't let it go. They just keep going with it.
That escalated real quick.
Right? Yeah, no, it did.
Escalated
It's
so,
so
quick. Yeah, I like that. I liked the whole, especially I liked when, I wanted to go back to when they were trying to dry out the votes, and Dina actually said, I try not to bring God into the workplace, but
Right.
here I am now.
Yeah, I know. I wrote
God.
that down. I'm like, Dina is God.
Like, her way of thinking is just so hilarious sometimes.
I wish I could walk through life like that.
I know.
Right?
Who thinks like that?
How cool would
Dina.
that be?
I know, yeah.
Dina does.
I control this election.
Yes, 50 votes in a close. I mean, she has a point. 50
Yeah.
votes in a close election.
It's true.
that could be,
That's a big
that's a
slider
big-
there. There's a big gap.
exactly,
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, okay. Well, moving on to Mateo and Cheyenne.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Mateo. So Dina wants obviously 100% voter turnout at this election polling place for the employees, and we come to find out that Mateo is actually undocumented. He can't vote. Cheyenne is
Yeah.
just underage, so she can't vote.
Right.
Yeah. But Mateo's actually undocumented, and he doesn't want Dina to find out. So how did you feel about kind of Cheyenne trying to help him get the voting sticker?
Right, that's like her best.
Bless
She's
her
like, just get
heart.
a sticker.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, that's actually the
the
smartest
smartest thing,
idea.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, way to go, Cheyenne.
Go Cheyenne.
Except she spells voted VOTTED.
Bless her heart.
Voted.
She tries so hard.
Yeah.
She
She
does.
did.
She
Yeah.
means well.
Both of them, you're like, oh, poor Mateo, illegal alien. And you're like, poor Cheyenne. She's so dumb sometimes.
Yeah.
I loved when Mateo was explaining this to Cheyenne, and he's like, "I'm an illegal alien.
Right. She's
I'm
like,
a human.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
human.
Human.
Yeah.
Right. You can
I'm
tell.
here illegally. Oh, why is that important? You know,
Right.
she's like, what? That's not a good secret.
Secret.
But I have noticed that everyone's coming to Cheyenne to tell all the secrets, and she just always seems to be in the right place at the right
Yeah.
time or the wrong time
true.
and finding everyone's secret. And she called out Mateo for dating Jeff.
Jeff. Yeah, she's the only one that knew. Saw him in the car last week. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
She's like, oh, do you love him? I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, I love it so much.
Yeah, well, I mean, I do like, she does get a lot of the gossip.
Yes.
That's for sure.
That's fun.
Which would be, I don't know, it seems kind of counterintuitive because it seems like she wouldn't be the best one to keep a secret
She's not.
at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and she says that flat out. She's
Yeah.
like, I'm not good at it, but tell me anyway. It's just so great. Yeah.
And then they do. Yeah.
Well, thankfully, she only tells her secrets to her baby, and her baby can't talk. So
That's
we're still good. I would maybe go with Cheyenne out of any of the other Superstore employees,
think
besides maybe Glenn.
I think I would go with Garrett.
Garrett is he has a vault and he does not open it. You are so
Exactly.
right,
I go with Garrett. For sure.
Yeah.
Totally, I agree.
And he doesn't care
No.
most of the time. So you can tell him, and he's like,
Does not care.
Yeah.
Does not care. Speaking of Garrett, he also did some a voter fraud, I guess you could say, when he got over the mic and said exactly who to vote for.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can't do that at a polling place.
Right.
Everyone was just, it was mayhem when it came to actual election rules.
yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Garrett's
And
always degaffing.
he
Call it
is.
degaff.
Degaff.
Yeah. You guys know DGAF. Don't give a.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow. How
degaffing.
did I
That's what I'm
not
like.
know
He's
that?
degaffing always.
I
Now
just
you guys
learned
all
something.
know.
Yeah, that's our vocab.
That's what I say. Vocab. Degaffing.
Word vocab, Glenn vocab.
Cab, exactly.
I've learned so many things tonight.
Watch us here at the Superstore after show.
Learning.
so much because of America.
A reading
America.
rainbow.
Exactly. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers everything tonight. Is there anything else you guys can think of before we get into?
Oh, your kiss that was supposed to happen.
I know.
I think
Yeah.
it was supposed to happen, but it almost happened with Marcus at the end.
Yeah.
Yes, I
He
know.
went in, and I
He
was
went
like,
in.
that was supposed to be
Jonah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, see, there's some kissy, feely happening in this moment. So
Yeah.
I was right. I just was wrong about,
About
the
the
people.
person.
Yeah.
About the person. Amy was there, but it was Marcus.
I know.
He went in twice, too.
Did.
Yeah.
Killing it, right? He's just like, I don't care.
He-
Brave. He's
Yeah.
not afraid.
Nope.
Yeah.
No fear.
I guarantee you he'll still try and go back
yeah.
and probably make a move on her again because he's just like, doesn't bug me. He's like, I'll just wait till you're ready.
But you said okay this time. I'm good with
Right.
that. Yeah.
See, I think him and kind of Dina would be
Yeah.
I could see that.
ish.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that, but I
Right.
guess I can kind of see that now because he's like been to prison and Dina's tough,
Right.
and he's like he can handle her probably.
Yeah, and he doesn't really
And not
seem
get
like
his
the
feelings
smartest.
hurt.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
He's not like
and
the
she could
smartest
like boss him around, and
Exactly.
it's kind of okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like, would take it. He's like,
exactly.
okay, I'll do that.
Yeah. Oh man. All right.
Stick a pin in
Marcus
that.
and Dina.
Yeah, prediction.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's one of my predictions.
There you go, girl.
You got it.
Yay. All right, speaking of predictions, want to get into them?
Oh
Let's do
man.
it.
Oh, what?
AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Oh man, I don't know. You guys go first.
I just said one of my predictions.
Oh, you did,
So
you
Dina
did.
and Marcus. I think that the whole Naomi thing is totally gonna throw Amy off, and I think she might start kind of being a little bit meaner to Jonah, just so that it makes it seem like she doesn't care.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I don't care that you have a girlfriend, so I'm just
Totally.
gonna start bossing you around a little bit more. So I think there's gonna be a little bit of friction in their relationship for the next couple of episodes.
I see that.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that happening. I go with
Okay.
that. My prediction, I think that something's going to happen between Dina and Glenn. It's going to explode. It's at the tipping point right now. So I think there's going to be, there's been a lot of friction between them, who has power, and I don't know what's going to happen, but Glenn might explode on Dina, maybe put her in a different position, just kind of take back some control. That's my prediction.
Yeah, okay. I feel like along the same lines of Amy is going to be super jealous over Jonah as she already is. I feel like she might bring her husband around a little bit more to slap Jonah in the face with that, which is weird, but it would be a good little pickup. My friend Ryan Gull plays her husband, so I'd be like, yay, you get more work. But also, I'm like, yeah, she was just obviously so jealous that I'm like, what could she do besides being like, I already found somebody else to work with, so like working with Marcus, but I'm like, how could she like really lay it down in case Jonah keeps bringing like girls around? I feel like she might maybe bring her husband around and make it seem like it's better than what it is at home.
Right.
Just as like a front. That might be a really bad prediction, like a boring one, but I'm like,
I could see that.
Maybe.
Or other guys too, like having like being on the same team with Marcus.
Being on the same team with Marcus, or
Right.
just not paying so much attention to him to where he's like lost his like,
he's like,
work
what's going
life
on?
and
Yeah.
his like best buddy at work. So that maybe, yeah. Man, now I got to pick another episode for when they're actually going to do it. And I don't think it's going to be till season 3.
There
That's
you
my
go.
prediction for
Yeah.
Amy and Jonah.
I have another prediction because Amy got really excited that the guy won the election. I think he was for unions. So maybe we'll see another like them trying to unionize again.
Yeah. Okay.
Possibly.
Totally. I feel that
Maybe.
coming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who knows?
totally.
Yeah.
That would be good.
We will see so many predictions.
Yeah,
Who
so
knows?
many.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, that wraps it up for tonight. Where can the good people find you guys?
I'm Tara, and you guys can find me on youtube.com/TaraErickson and Twitter at the Tara Erickson.
Beautiful. And I'm Kelsey Hightower, and you can find me online at Kelsey Hightower.
And I'm Alina Vision. You can find me on all social media at Alina Vision. That's Vision with 2 S's. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and comment down below. We love seeing your comments. If you're watching us on YouTube, if you're listening to us on iTunes, give us those stars. Love to hear from you. And yeah, until next time, we'll see you guys later.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.